Welcome to the GCSE History course overview. Why choose GCSE History as a course, and is it right for you? Well, firstly, we take an interleaved approach to learning, which means we're constantly revising the topics that we study at GCSE by taking them in smaller chunks: topic 1, topic 2, topic 3, topic 4, topic 1, topic 2, and so on. We are hoping to offer trips, certainly to Bodmin, but also further afield. GCSE History also supports your basic literacy. So, for example, a lot of the skills that you would be using in GCSE English are to be found in GCSE History, and vice versa. You'll find that GCSE History offers a range of opportunities at post-16, be it whether you're staying on for A-level or contemplating going into apprenticeships. And GCSE History is a good all-rounder. There are, of course, elements of history as a discipline and as a subject as we teach that cover all bases, be it science, maths, English, you name it, history probably does it. So the first paper, paper 1, is the Crime and Punishment paper. This is worth 30% of the GCSE and covers content effectively looking at how society and state views crime between 1000 CE and the present day. This ranges from the Anglo-Saxon period, shortly before the Battle of Hastings and the Norman Conquest, through to the changes made in the later medieval period, the Tudor period, the early modern period, and right through to the Industrial Revolution and our times. Obviously, over the course of this period, crime and its punishments have changed dramatically, and we study these. There is also a particular depth study looking at Whitechapel, London in 1888, more famously known as the time of Jack the Ripper. If you're contemplating whether Crime and Punishment sounds exciting enough for you, we can offer you Gruesome Punishments, Bizarre Laws, and of course, Jack the Ripper. The second paper is actually split into two parts, but is run together as a second paper. The first part is Spain and the New World, which is a topic that carries 20% of your total GCSE marks. For this one, we're looking at how Spain, in 1492, eventually ended up becoming a massive New World, or America's, empire. So this ranges from looking at how Christopher Columbus, bizarrely not Spanish, but in fact Genoese Italian, set sail and discovered by pure accident what we now know as the Caribbean. We look at the establishment of a Spanish empire in the New World, and this follows on from the modules that you have studied in years 7 to 9, particularly looking at the pre-Columbian civilizations. Its particular highlights, if you are looking for highlights, are the fact again that we have some gruesome and gory ends, again bizarre laws, and a strange number of sailing round in circles by one Christopher Columbus. The second part of paper 2 is on the topic of Henry VIII and his ministers, looking particularly at the likes of Thomas Cromwell and Thomas Wolsey. Again, this is worth 20% of your total GCSE mark. We're looking at how effectively Thomas Wolsey started off managing England for Henry as the Alter Rex, or other king, through to his fall over the failure to get an annulment, and then the relationship between Thomas Cromwell and Henry VIII in the reign's latter part. In terms of key highlights that may interest you, there is obviously a large number of executions, the bizarre nature of Henry VIII, and obviously some interesting happenings with some monks and nuns. Our third paper, which forms our fourth topic, is Germany between the years of 1919 and 1939. It's worth 30% again of the total GCSE. 1919 obviously sees the end of the First World War, and 1939 marks the start of the Second. But in German history, this is the period between the end of the Second Reich and the consolidation of the Third Reich, the period of Weimar Germany and Nazi Germany. Understandably, key highlights include Adolf Hitler and the Nazis, bizarre and slightly alarming approaches by the Nazis in terms of consolidating their power and changing German society, as well as the study of Weimar Germany, which may prove an eye-opener for many of us. Should you have any doubts or questions or queries, by all means speak to any member of the History Department. Otherwise, we look forward to seeing you in September.